Good afternoon. I'm Tim Baroody, the City Manager of Fredericksburg. We are coming today with another report on COVID-19 and our actions in the city. I have determined that it's prudent to create teams of city employees, basically cutting many departments roughly in half. This will allow us to send Team A to report to work as normal while Team B is sent home, alternating weekly. While Team A is working, Team B is paid and on call, but at home practicing social distancing. They are expected to bring work home if practical and stay local and connected. This rolling staffing will slow city business, but we are still committed to a fully functioning government. This is being done to address valid employee angst about working in regular groups in close proximity to other employees, and to create ready reserves to fall in if team members become compromised. We're seeing stories out of Washington, D.C., where some public safety officials have been compromised, and they have to as an abundance of caution, take dozens of other officers out of commission, so to speak, on a 14-day quarantine. We cannot see that happen here in the city of Fredericksburg, so we're working aggressively to prevent that. These rolling staffing changes will start now. Also, I've asked Fire Chief Eddie Allen to delay his retirement, and he has agreed to do so. As earlier announced, Deputy Chief Mike Jones will become the City of Fredericksburg Fire Chief next week, as long planned. Eddie will support him and the city on emergency operations during this crisis until further notice. Lastly, I just want to highlight our attention to our business community, our very valued business community. The economic development professionals in the Fredericksburg region are closely collaborating to best assist area businesses in the wake of COVID-19 and our outbreak. ED professionals from the city, as well as Caroline, King George, Stafford, Spotsylvania, and the Fredericksburg Regional Alliance, our partners at Redco and the Small Business Development Center have been discussing ways to team up on assistance programs. They've been collaborating all week. They'll have a formal conference call with all participants scheduled to be in that call, and they'll work to formalize plans. Additionally, the Fredericksburg Economic Development Authority has called a special meeting for the same purpose, to try to develop business support initiatives during this crisis. I'd like to now introduce Millie Reagan, who will offer some helpful information to our Spanish-speaking residents. Thank you, Millie.
Buenas tardes, me gustaría darles información acerca de lo que la ciudad de Fredericksburg está haciendo para ayudar a los ciudadanos, visitantes y empleados para limitar su exposición y protegerse del virus coronavirus COVID-19. Los edificios del gobierno de la ciudad están cerrados al público para ayudar a limitar su contagio y propagación del virus. Estamos trabajando por teléfono y en línea. Queremos asegurarles que todos los servicios esenciales van a continuar. Esto incluye la policía, departamento de bomberos, atención EMS, recolección de basura, agua y alcantarillado. La ciudad está trabajando con nuestros condados vecinos para desarrollar un plan contingente para ayudar lo más posible. Recuerden, lávense las manos frecuentemente, por lo menos 20 segundos. Tápense la boca con un pañuelo o el brazo. Evite contacto con gente enferma y si presenta síntomas de enfermedad, quédese en casa. Practique distanciamiento social. Posponga viajes no esenciales. Siempre practique buena salud, higiene y no entre en pánico. Gracias.
We appreciate that update. We also have Police Chief Brian Layton with us. I'll ask him to make a quick update on PD and our efforts related to law enforcement, and then I'll recognize Deputy Chief Jones, and we'll get an update on other actions related to COVID-19. I also want to bring your attention to the fact that we will continue this type of effort next Monday with a continued video presence for our community. You should expect written updates over the weekend. With that, I'll recognize Chief Layton.
Good afternoon, Fredericksburg. I want to assure everyone that Fredericksburg's first responders are at work in our community. Police, fire, and EMS have implemented progressive staffing plans in an effort to minimize illness and/or potential quarantine amongst our staff. Our 911 center is staffed 24/7 and is prepared to answer emergency calls for service. We've implemented procedures to ensure our staff are safe, equipped, and prepared to continue the high-quality public safety services our community deserves. Our public safety professionals remain positive, courageous, and ready to respond to our community's needs. The Fredericksburg Police Department is on patrol in our community, and we have chosen not to reduce any services at this time. If my officers observe a violation of the law, they will take action. That said, we have changed some of the ways we are conducting business. Some of these changes include, if you call our 911 center, you can expect to be asked questions related to symptoms of COVID-19. The responses received will assist our first responders with choosing their level of personal protective equipment, or PPE, during their response. All police officers will be utilizing latex gloves on all calls for service. We are encouraging phone reporting when possible for crimes where an offender is not present. Examples of this could include past occurred vandalism, larceny, or frauds. The bottom line is that the on-duty watch commander will decide which events require an officer response and which ones can be handled via a phone report. Police officers are disinfecting their police vehicles after every single prisoner transport, ill or not. Depending on circumstances, our police officers may ask to speak with you outside of your home or business instead of inside. And although the police station is currently closed to the public, we have administrative staff on site and off site that can assist with your needs today and tomorrow. I will reiterate that your public safety professionals are working. We are here for you. Please call if we can be of service. Call 911 in an emergency or 540-373-3122 for any non-emergency issues. I would now like to welcome Deputy Fire Chief Mike Jones for an update.
Thank you, Chief Layton. To give you the latest statistics from the CDC and the Virginia Department of Health, as of noon today, there were 16,067 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the United States, and 219 deaths resulted from those cases. In Virginia alone, we've tested 2,325 persons, and we've found 114 of those with positive results. 20 of them have been hospitalized, and we still only have 2 deaths, both of those from the Peninsula region. In the immediate area, we still only have 3 positive cases, 1 in Spotsylvania and 2 in Stafford. There are no positive cases as of noon today that we can determine in the city of Fredericksburg. As you've heard before, city facilities are currently closed to the public, but we do have staff in there working to provide assistance to you. From the fire department perspective, as of this morning at 7 a.m., all of our personnel coming to work are being pre-screened before they come into duty. They're having their temperatures checked and looking for signs and symptoms of COVID-19 or any type of illness. If there are any signs of sickness, they'll be sent home and we'll replace them with other workers. We hope to have the equipment available to the police department as soon as possible so that they can start screening their people as well. And we take this very seriously. We want to make sure that you know that your public safety professionals, when they come to you and work for you, that they are safe and it's safe to be around them. Alternative shift schedules have been detailed out and will be implemented as soon as possible. As a reminder, remember, practice good personal hygiene and also appropriate social distancing to help limit the spread of the virus. If you need additional information, check the websites for the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, that's CDC, or the Virginia Department of Health at VDH. Or you can always reach us at www.fredericksburgva.gov. Thank you.